and maybe you've tried this one as well. Second part says, for which value of k will the pair have no solution? Page number 62 in your textbooks, question number 2, second part. The equations are 3x plus y equals to 1, 2k minus 1 times x plus k minus 1 times y equals to 2k plus 1. Let's write these in standard form and apply the condition for the pair to have no solution. The pair can be rewritten as this. Again, the expression on the right hand side in the second equation, I've considered it as a single term and I put it in a bracket, the binomial together, and I brought it to the left hand side. This is my pair of equations in standard form. For this pair to have no solution, so what will be the condition?
Lines will be parallel.
A1.
We want to write down
A1 by
A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2.
Let's ask if anyone can just repeat that.
A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2.
Sahaj. Sahaj, could you please just repeat the condition for equations to have no solution? Roll number 44. Yes, Manroop.
Ma'am, A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2, but not equal to C1 by C2.
That's right.
So lines are parallel.
Lines will be parallel. A1 by A2 should be equal to B1 by B2, but this ratio should not be equal to C1 by C2. Let's use the values from the equations. Coefficients of x, then coefficients of y, and the constants. The question requires you to find the value of k. As discussed previously, the question, the first part of the same question, we had A1 by A2 equals to B1 by B2 equals to C1 by C2. The ratios we have for the coefficients and the constants, all of them are equal. And I told you to take any of them in pairs. So out of the three ratios, आपके पास three possible pairs बनते हैं. First with the second one with the third one, and third one with the first one. These are the three possible pairs, but you required two of them in order to obtain two separate relations so that you could find out the value of two variables. In this case, there is only one variable which is missing and we want to find out the value of that variable. And you can just decide from here, out of these three ratios, which relation will give you the value for the variable. Now, usually the students solve this. Sometimes you also might need to solve this inequality. So for the time being, I'll show you how to solve both. सिर्फ इतना सा डिफरेंस आएगा, जहां पे आपके पास इक्वालिटी साइन है वहां पे इनइक्वालिटी है. That's the only difference. The rest of the work is same. Simplify and find out what is your answer. Transpose constants or the terms containing variable from one side to the other side, just like you do for an equation. If you take the first ratio and the second one, you will obtain the value of k, the possible value of k. If you take ratio second and ratio number third, you will get a value which cannot be possible for k. Tell me if that helps. अगर हम पहली और सेकंड रेशो लिखते हैं, उन दोनों के बीच में इक्वालिटी साइन है, आप उसको सॉल्व करोगे, आपके पास k इक्वल टू समथिंग आएगा. दैट मीन्स इट गिव्स यू द पॉसिबल वैल्यू ऑफ k फॉर द पेयर टू हैव नो सॉल्यूशन. ऑन दी अदर साइड, अगर हम सेकंड और थर्ड रेशो को कंसिडर करते हैं, बीच में आपके पास इनइक्वालिटी है, नॉट इक्वल्स टू का साइन है. आप इसको सॉल्व करके जब आंसर ऑब्टेन करोगे, दैट इज द वैल्यू विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर के. Sometimes you might not get your answer from the first pair of ratios. You could need to work with this in equation. Let's solve. I'm taking the first ratio and the second one. 3 over 2k minus 1 equals to 1 over k minus 1. Simplify it. Cross multiplying.
K is equals to 2.
So k comes out to be 2. This is a value which is possible for k. Working with the inequality now, just like you work with your equation, 2k plus 1 cannot be equal to k minus 1, and simplify.
K is not equal to minus.
K cannot be equal to negative 2. K can be equal to 2. Now this actually gives an exact answer कि K की exact value क्या होगी. The other one states that K cannot be equal to negative 2. That's a specific value which needs to be rejected. I'll give you one additional question here so that it makes sense why the second part is important. The not equals to part, why that is important. Right now, you can simply state the exact value of k you have obtained. Answer is k equals to 2. This is the exact value which will satisfy the condition we require for this pair. The pair will have no solution if k is replaced by 2. Write down additional part. For what value of k the pair has no solution?
Excuse me, ma'am, can you please scroll upwards? I was writing that.
Okay. So this is the pair of equations given to you. You want the pair to have no solution. Same condition you used in the second part. A1 over A2 should be equal to B1 over B2, but these ratios should not be equal to C1 by C2. जो x के coefficients की ratio है वो y के coefficients की ratio के equal होगी, but जो constants की ratio होगी वो different होगी. So applying this condition, we want to find out the value of k using the values this is what you get. Now, as you can see, the first two ratios are already equal, but with the help of this pair, you cannot obtain what will be the value of x. K, sorry. जैसे प्रीवियस पार्ट में आपके पास पहली दो रेशो से आंसर आ गया था ना, k की वैल्यू निकल आई थी 2. इस पार्ट में अगर आप पहली रेशो और सेकेंड रेशो को सिंप्लीफाई करने की कोशिश करो, आपको k का आंसर नहीं मिलता. So you are left to work with this part, the inequality.
Ma'am, if we do the inequality part, we will get the inequality sign when we will do the cross multiplication. Then it will also say that the k is not equal to the minus.
Yes, you have to solve it exactly the same way you would solve your equation, but when you write down your answer, you have to state that you are rejecting this value and any other value can be possible. Any other value can be possible. If you simplify this, cross multiplying, you get k not equal to -10. This is the only value which is not possible for k. K can take any other value. K कोई भी value ले सकता है. It could be any real number other than -10. Because if it becomes -10, अगर k की value -10 हो जाएगी, your pair starts to represent what kind of lines?
Consistent dependent.
Consistent dependent. It starts to represent coincident lines. So we cannot have k equals to -10. उसकी जगह पे कोई भी value चलेगी. So when you want to write down your answer, you will write down k belongs to real numbers. It could be any real number. K cannot be -10. Or you could write down k can take any value other than -10.
Can you please explain again?
Compare this pair with the last one. Condition same है दोनों parts में. The pair should have no solution. तो जो पिछला pair था, second question from your textbook, जो book का question है, उसमें जब हमने condition apply की for the pair to have no solution, a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 not equals to c1 by c2. तो आपको यहीं से value मिल जाती है k की, जो हमारा question है. k की value find करनी है, तो ये पहली दो रेशोस जिनके बीच में equals to का साइन है, इनसे आपको मिल जाता है k equals to 2. This part is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Although मैंने जो second और third रेशो है उसको भी solve किया just to show कि अगर हमारे पास इस तरह का relation हो, the one which contains not equals to, तो उसको कैसे solve करना है. This relation gives k as not equal to -2. For second part, actual में ये important नहीं है. जो second वाला part है, this is not important in this particular case. हमें k की value चाहिए थी, हमें वो मिल चुकी है. तो ये not equal to वाला जो part था, उसको solve करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. तो अगर आप नहीं भी करते, it could have been completely okay. You got the value of k, but sometimes you might need to consider that. And looking at the pair that I just gave you, the third one, you have again a pair of equations. आप condition लगा रहे हो for no solution. इसमें अगर आप पहला pair लेते हो a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, जैसे पिछला part लिया था, keep comparing. I think that should help. जैसे पिछले पार्ट में फर्स्ट टू रेशो से आपको k की वैल्यू मिल गई थी, यहां से k की वैल्यू नहीं मिल रही हमें, because they don't contain k. The ratios which contain k will help you find out the value of k. तो फर्स्ट सेकेंड से हम k का आंसर नहीं फाइंड आउट कर सकते. We have to consider second and third one or first and third one. लेकिन अगर आप फर्स्ट या सेकेंड में से किसी को भी थर्ड के इक्वल लिखते हो, बीच में इक्वालिटी नहीं आएगी, बीच में नॉट इक्वल्स टू का साइन आएगा. आपके पास ये रेशोज बनती हैं 3/6 -1 by -2 नॉट इक्वल्स टू. ये तीन रेशोज हैं आपके पास. अगर आप लेते हो फर्स्ट इक्वल्स टू सेकेंड, इट इज नॉट हेल्पफुल. इनमें से k का आंसर नहीं निकलता. तो मेरे पास सेकेंड नॉट इक्वल टू थर्ड, आइदर ये ऑप्शन है और आई कुड टेक द फर्स्ट एंड द लास्ट वन. फर्स्ट नॉट इक्वल टू थर्ड वन. अब खुद सोच के देखो, अगर आप इक्वल्स टू वाला पोर्शन सॉल्व करते हो, आपको k का आंसर तो मिल ही नहीं रहा, तो उस पे वर्क करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. यू हैव टू वर्क विद दिस नॉट इक्वल टू पार्ट. नॉट इक्वल टू पार्ट पे जब आप काम करोगे, वर्क एग्जैक्टली लाइक यू वर्क फॉर एन इक्वेशन. इक्वेशन में जैसे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन होती है, वैल्यूज ट्रांसपोज होती हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे ही काम करना है. लेकिन बीच में इक्वालिटी की बजाय आप नॉट इक्वालिटी लेके सॉल्व करोगे एंड यू एंड अप विद दिस, k is not equal to -10 as the statement reads itself. k की वैल्यू -10 इक्वल नहीं हो सकती. So you cannot take k equal to -10. इसके अलावा आप कोई भी वैल्यू ले सकते हो k की. And your pair will have no solution.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Manroop?
मैम k के इनफाइनाइटली मेनी सॉल्यूशंस हो सकते हैं सिवाय -10 के.
Yes.
ओके मैम.
Let's give you one more pair. This actually is an example. You can take a look. Example number 15 on page 61 in your textbooks. So you want to find out the value of P for which the pair has a unique solution. The condition for unique solutions is this. They have applied that condition. A1 over A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. And by solving that, P cannot be equal to 4. अब ये नॉट इक्वल्स टू वाला रिलेशन सॉल्व किया है, बिल्कुल वैसे ही सॉल्व करना है जैसे नॉर्मली हम इक्वेशन सॉल्व करते हैं, बट दिस विल टेल यू व्हिच वैल्यू यू नीड टू रिजेक्ट रादर देन एक्सेप्ट. Equality tells you कि ये value possible है, not equals to tell you this value is not possible. So for all values of P except 4, the pair will have unique solution. As I said, P can take any value other than 4. 4 is to be rejected. I hope it's clear.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I will share a couple of questions like this. I think we already have got the assignment, but I think I want to go through the assignment first and then I will share it with you. Otherwise, I guess I can share a couple of questions so that you can practice, especially the ones where you have not equals to. Do remind me in case it skips my mind. I hope it's clear. We have worked with graphical method to solve pair of linear equations. We have worked with algebraic methods to solve pair of linear equations. We have learned how to solve problems based on real life. Then how do we find out what kind of pair we have based on the ratios of coefficients? अभी तक आपने जितना काम किया, now you're going to extend it and work with pair of equations which are not in the form we have been working with. Take a look at exercise 3.7. Let's take a look at the questions first. Sorry, 3.6. Page number 67. Now this states solve the pair of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. The equations given to you, you have pair of equations in two variables, सारे parts में. All equations contain two variables and all of them have pair of equations. But these are not linear equations. These are not linear equations. You have to first of all reduce them or convert them into a pair of linear equations and then solve in order to find out the answer. Again, very important, ये type भी आती है exam में, and the problem sums based on this. Give me a minute. It's just a minute. Okay, tell me if the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Exercise 3.6, page number 67. You have equations which can be reduced to a pair of linear equations. This word will come later on in another chapter, the word reducible. Reducible or convertible. Originally, हमारे पास जो work होगा, the equations we have to work with are not in the form which we generally apply our formulae on. जितने भी अभी तक आपने मेथड्स अप्लाई किए हैं, आप जिस तरह की इक्वेशंस पे उनको यूज करते आए हो, right now you don't have equations in that form, so you would like to convert them somehow. किसी तरह से उनको उस फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है जिन पे हम वो वाले मेथड्स यूज कर सके which we are familiar with, either your graphical method or any of the three algebraic methods. Some questions can be solved directly in the form they are right now. कुछ questions ऐसे हैं जो as such solve हो सकते हैं, but you cannot say you're working with the pair of linear equations because none of the pairs given to you here are a pair of linear equations in two variables. इनमें से कोई भी pair ऐसा नहीं है जो linear equation in two variables को represent करे. But sometimes working with the pair as such, जैसे ये दिए हुए हैं 3.6 के questions आपको, उनके साथ आप काम करना शुरू करो and you will be able to obtain your answer. But that doesn't guarantee that you will obtain the answer every time. So whenever you come across such a pair which is not in linear form, उसको convert करो, उसके बाद solve करो. I'll take up an example and just to give you an idea how do we convert and then how do we obtain the answer. I'm taking up first part of first question. We have 1 over 2x plus 1 over 3y equals to 2 and 1 over 3x plus 1 over 2y equals to 13 by 6. Now we would like to fix this problem with the variables which are present in the denominator, and for this I will separate the quotient. I will separate the coefficient of the terms containing the variables. आपके पास यहाँ पे जितनी terms हैं, try to separate their coefficient from the variable part. तो जो आपके पास पहली term है 1 by 2x, the coefficient is 1 by 2. Separate the variable part. You can write it as 1 by 2 multiplied with 1 by x. Same thing to be done for 1 over 3y. Separate the coefficient. Coefficient is 1 by 3. The variable part is 1 over y. The constant is fine. On the other side, we have 1 by 3 multiplied with 1 over x plus 1 over 2 multiplied with 1 over y equals to 13 by 6. I hope you can understand why these do not represent a pair of linear equations. The word linear stands for polynomials with degree 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So the pairs given to you do not represent polynomials of degree 1. That's why. जितने भी यहाँ पे algebraic expressions हैं आपके पास, they are not polynomials of degree 1. That's why these do not represent pair of linear equations into variables. So we want to convert them into expressions with degree 1. The part which represents your variable in the denominator, this portion, you have to replace it with any other variable of your choice. And you need to do it only if it is causing a problem here. अगर आपका variable denominator में आ रहा है, one of them or both of them, you want to replace them by new variables so that जो नया variable आएगा, it should not appear in the denominator. So you have to take this fractional value, 1 over x, represent it with any other variable. Let's take u, and 1 over y as v. Let's put equality here. If I replace 1 by x by u, my first equation becomes half u plus 1/3 of v equals to 2. 1 by x replaced by u, 1 by y replaced by v. Same thing for your second equation, 1 by 3 times u plus 1 by 2 times v equals to 13 by 6. Now this is the new pair of equations that you have. I'm marking the original one as 1 and 2, the new pair as 3 and 4. Compare the first original pair, जो equation 1 और second है, उसको compare करो third और fourth के साथ. Yes, Jia?
Ma'am, can you please explain this step you did right now? When you converted the 1 by x is equals to u in half u plus 1 by 3v.
Okay. Let me just take another of the equations. This part, only this part is the one you need to be careful about. Other than that, it's completely fine. Let's take this pair. This is fourth part. आपके पास ये इक्वेशन है, आपके वेरिएबल्स जो हैं वो डिनोमिनेटर्स में हैं. कोशिश आपने करनी है कि ये जो डिनोमिनेटर में वेरिएबल्स आ रहे हैं, it could be a monomial or a trinomial variable, आपका डिनोमिनेटर में नहीं होना चाहिए. This part is causing problem. ये जो डिनोमिनेटर में वैल्यूज प्रेजेंट है, आपने कोशिश करना है कि इसको फिक्स किया जाए किसी तरह से, और जो नई इक्वेशंस बने उसमें जो वेरिएबल होगा वो डिनोमिनेटर में ना हो. The first step is to separate the coefficient of each of the terms. जिन टर्म्स में वेरिएबल है उनका कोफिशिएंट सेपरेट करो और बाकी का पार्ट सेपरेट करके लिखो. टेल मी इफ वी कैन राइट दीज टर्म्स as this: 5 multiplied with 1 over x minus 1.
Ma'am, then why cannot we write it as like अगर हम x को 5 के साथ कर दें और नीचे फिर 1 रह जाए?
It's a binomial, you cannot take it in parts.
Okay.
It will stay together. The terms of the binomial, they have to be together. So you put them in a bracket just to be sure. आप उसको separate नहीं कर सकते. X minus 1 will be together. So this part is your portion containing the variable 1 over x minus 1. जब आपने replace करना है, आप इस complete portion को replace करोगे with a new variable. 5 is there as such. जो coefficient था वो same है.
Okay, ma'am.
सेम थिंग जो आपकी सेकेंड टर्म है उसमें आप कोफिशिएंट आइडेंटिफाई कर लो, वेरिएबल पार्ट सेपरेट कर लो. जो भी वेरिएबल पार्ट होगा मोस्टली वो यूनिट फ्रैक्शन की तरह होता है. न्यूमरेटर 1 होगा, डिनोमिनेटर विल कंटेन सम वेरिएबल. सो फॉर द सेकेंड टर्म आपके पास जो न्यूमेरिकल कोफिशिएंट है वो 1 है, मल्टीप्लाइड विद 1 ओवर y minus 2. दिस टर्म कैन बी रिटन लाइक प्रोडक्ट ऑफ 1 into 1 over y minus 2. इसमें जो वेरिएबल वाला पोर्शन है उसको आप किसी न्यू वेरिएबल से रिप्रेजेंट कर लो. Rest of your equation being the same, this is the new equation you get.
Okay, ma'am.
The one given to you, this is not linear. After conversion, this is a linear equation. And we would like to work with this one.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other person who has a question? All right, let's go back to the question. So once you have this pair, आपके पास equations 3 और 4 आ गई. You can work with any of your algebraic methods and find out the values of u and v. And as I have mentioned earlier, आप चाहो तो fractions के साथ काम कर सकते हो if you are comfortable enough, or you can take LCM and work with the simplified form. So let's take LCM and obtain the simplified form for these. The first equation can be rewritten as
3u plus 2v equals to 6 equals to 12.
Equals to 12. This is still third equation. Then this one can be written as 2u plus 3v equals to 13. Solve and find out the value for u and v. You want to work with elimination? See if this is correct. V equals to 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Using this value in either of equations 3 or 4, obtain the value of u.
U equals to 2.
So you have obtained u and v, but this does not give you your answer. Equations जो आपकी थी originally, they were containing variables x and y, and you need to find out the value of those variables. So once you have obtained the values of u and v, the new variables, whichever variables you use, आपके वो new variables की values आपको मिल गई. Use those values back where you introduced them. जहां पे आपने u और v को इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, वापस वहां पे चले जाओ और ये वैल्यूज को यूज करके ओरिजिनल वेरिएबल्स का आंसर निकालो. So I have u equals to 2 and v equals to 3. I'm just going to write this down and go back to where I introduced them. So in the beginning where I replaced these, वो रिलेशन आपको वापस यूज करना है with values for u and v. So you will get 1 by x equals to 2 from here. 1 by x, which was equal to u, is equal to 2, and 1 by y equals to v equals to 3.
3.
Don't forget this part. Kindly make a note for yourself that right here, after you have obtained u and v, sometimes it feels like equation solve हो गई, variable का answer आ गया, question complete हो गया है. But इस case में हम originally uv के साथ काम नहीं कर रहे थे. The equations contained x and y. आपको भी उनका answer find out करना है. So with the help of this answer you obtain for the new variables, वापस वहां पे जाओ जहां पे आपने इनको introduce किया था. इनकी values को उस relation में use करो जहां पे भी introduce किया है, जिस तरह का भी expression था. From here, it's very simple. If you just solve this, half x equals to 1 by x equals to 2. So x comes out to be 1 by
1
2.
by 2.
And 1 by y equals to 3. This gives you y as 1 over 3. This is the answer. Before we take up the next one, I would like to ask if there's anyone with any questions here. Okay, I would then like to proceed with the next question tomorrow. Revise the previous work, and in case I forget to share the additional questions, remind me once.
Thank you, ma'am.
Has
Thank you,
everyone
ma'am.
written this?
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. God bless you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.